So there's a lot of excitement and confusion about a government program that was created to give money directly to people who are unable to pay their mortgages, who have defaulted on their mortgages, and who are unable to get other assistance after they come out of forbearance and need money to keep going with their mortgages. Now, this government program is called HAF. We've talked about this in other episodes, but we're going to talk a little bit more about it in this episode to give you a better understanding of what the program can do and if you qualify to get this money. Now, specifically, the Government Assistance Fund, which the acronym is HAF, is a government grant program that can basically give money to people who are behind on their mortgages or who are unable to make their mortgage payments, and give them money to make those mortgage payments so they can catch up and keep going after the forbearances are over. Now, the question that we're going to talk about here is HAF really an option for you? It's not an option for everyone. We're going to go over some of that stuff here because I've been getting a lot of questions about whether you can apply for HAF, you should wait to apply, if you can use it in combination with other things. I'm going to talk about all that in this episode of Debt Law Survival Guide for the Desperate Debtor. My name is Diego Mendez. I'm a bankruptcy loan modification foreclosure lawyer here in Miami, Florida. I've been doing this for a very long time. I was around in 2008, so as you know, I saw a lot of these cases back then throughout 2008 into 2021. We're seeing a lot of the same things that happened back then are being repeated. Like everybody knows, history seems to repeat themselves. But they also say history doesn't always repeat, but it definitely rhymes. And that's what we're dealing with now. We're dealing with a situation where the government has expended about $10 billion, giving it to the states so the states can then disperse this money for the people that need it the most during the end of forbearances that are directly affected by COVID and the coronavirus. Now, I'm going to talk about this in about 10 seconds, but before I do that, what I want from you is to please like this video, but not only like it, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so that when I do videos about HAF and other programs, you get notified and you're going to get information a lot of people aren't going to get notified about, and you're going to be one of the first people to know because I am on this subject and I do a lot of shows on this. Also, I very much appreciate comments and any questions you might have. I try to answer them. They also give me ideas on new episodes, so it helps me bring the latest information. You're on the front line. I'm not necessarily on the front line. You're the ones getting the notices from the bank. You're the ones getting the calls. I just represent people in those situations, but the information you're getting is much fresher than the stuff I get. So let me know in the comments. Stick around, 5 seconds, like, subscribe. Hold up. So as I mentioned, I was representing people in 2008, and I saw a lot of people go into foreclosure and try to get loan modifications, which were very difficult to get at that time. Basically, what's going on now with all of these programs, with HAF, with all the different programs that I've talked about and all the different videos that we've done on my show here, we've been talking about things that basically the government is a new things that they're doing that they learned from their mistakes from 2008, and the biggest thing that they're trying to avoid is a huge foreclosure wave like what happened after 2008 and that affected millions and millions of homeowners. They're doing everything they possibly can so there's no foreclosure wave so that people can keep their homes and keep paying their mortgages. Now, the HAF program is something that is basically their catch-all, the thing that basically will catch anybody who cannot get government assistance from anywhere else. Now, the issue that you're going to have with HAF is that if you have access to other types of government assistance, such as partial claims and loan modifications that the government is insisting that the government-backed mortgages need to give to people, you might not qualify for HAF. So HAF is not available if you have access to other assistance. It's in combination with the other assistance. So actually, this statement isn't 100% accurate. What I'm going to say is that HAF is available in combination with the other programs. But the other programs, if they reinstate your loan, then you're not going to get any HAF money. HAF money might come in, let's say that you reinstate your loan from the other government programs, but you still need cash money to fix your roof or something like that. This is where the HAF money would come in, because those obviously loan modifications don't give you money in that way. So the more accurate statement here is that half, in terms of late payments and money to make your mortgage current, if you have access to other government programs, you're not going to get half money, but you still might get half money for other purposes. Now, the issue that we're going to have here is that a lot of people don't understand that half is not available necessarily for everybody. It is open to everybody. However, there's limitations and there are priorities. The biggest thing are the income limitations. Now, the income limitations, I'm going to do a whole episode on this. I'm going to show you how you can figure out how to get how you can figure out what the income is and what the income requirements are. They're actually not that low. They're 150% of your household income of where you live. And there's actually a website, which we're going to talk about in my next episode, where we can actually go into different areas in the United States and look at the different incomes and see if you qualify for half. Now, there are priority for half are people who are an urgent foreclosure, imminent foreclosure threat, basically. So people who cannot get assistance anywhere else and need assistance from the government to pay their mortgages, these are the people that are going to get first priority. So first you have to qualify with your income, and then you have to qualify because you cannot get any other assistance from the government through the different government programs that already exist for loan modification and partial claim and other ways that people are coming current with their mortgage. And then after that, they will give you money if you are in that situation. So the goal again is to avoid foreclosure. So basically, if you go and you apply for everything and there's absolutely no other chance for you to get any money to avoid foreclosure, the HALF program might be what you need to reinstate your loan and keep paying your loan. The bottom line, the HALF program is a tool that the government has created to stop the foreclosure wave that is imminent if they don't figure something out for all the people that are every single month under forbearance are owing more and more and more money. The other good thing about HALF, something that's not on my cards, but I've talked about in other episodes, that this is actually available to people who do not have government-backed mortgages. Now, when I talk about loan modifications of the government programs and all that, what I'm talking about are government-backed mortgages. FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, USDA, and the VA. That's about 70 to 80% of the mortgages out there. Some people actually say 60%. So let's say between 40 to about 40% to 20% of the people in the United States have non-government backed mortgages. Those non-government backed mortgages, in my opinion, probably have first access to this HALF money, because the HALF money will go to people who have no other recourse and no other way to get money to keep their mortgage current, to pay back the money that they owe in forbearance, or to make repairs on their homes to make them habitable so they can sell them and get out of the problem that they have. So I believe that the government-backed mortgages are going to deal with their clients by giving loan modifications and other assistance, but the non-government-backed mortgages are the ones who are going to get most of this HALF money. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of the way the system has been set up. It's basically a huge it's a huge catch-all, so that if you're unable to pay your mortgage, you're going to fall in one of these categories, and hopefully you can get enough money from the HALF program to keep your mortgage current. Now, the other question is, when is it going to come available? It's not available yet. We're going to talk about that on the upcoming episodes, but just understand that the money has not come online yet. So this money is not out there yet for people, but it's coming. I foresee, and I've read other places, that it's not really going to be available until after the beginning of the year, so into 2022. So keep watching my show, because I will be one of the first people going to tell you this, because when it starts becoming available, it's a state-by-state thing, but we're going to see the trends, and we're going to see that coming, and I promise that I will do episodes about that when it happens. So again, if you like what I'm talking about, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, turn on the notifications, and comment, because the comments are really important to me, because that's how I know what people are thinking and what people are going through out there in the real world. I'm a lawyer, I represent people, but you're on the front lines, not me. So I appreciate information from people who are out there getting information and going through the things that they need, that they're going through as I help represent them. So please, again, like my videos, subscribe, and keep checking for new videos. I promise to keep making stuff on this subject. Thank you very much.